While traditional defense expos are all about showing off massive, completed military platforms like main battle tanks and fighter jets, something entirely different just launched in India's tech capital. We are standing on the floor of the KTPO Convention Centre in Whitefield for Day 1 of DEF-TECH Bharat 2026. This isn't an exhibition for finished heavy weapons. This is an elite R&D and engineering-centric powerhouse designed to showcase the brain behind next-generation warfare. Organized by New Delhi Print Media, this three-day event has pulled together over 200 high-tech exhibitors from India and 12 global partner nations. On this first day, May 20th, the entire focus is on design engineering, software-driven warfare, and advanced system integration. Let's trace every single critical detail, hour by hour, from the morning high-security check-ins to the deep tech floor reveals.
The day began under heavy security. Registration terminals opened to a dense wave of industry leaders, design engineers, Tier 1 subsystem manufacturers, and foreign military attachés. The morning was strictly locked down for business-only profiles to ensure high-level technical networking. The expo officially opened with a high-profile launch ceremony. Keynotes delivered by prominent defense stakeholders outlined a major structural shift, moving India away from building foreign defense equipment under license and aggressively steering toward total ownership of indigenous intellectual property, IP. The main exhibition gates swung open. Guided VIP delegations, senior procurement officers from the armed forces, and elite scientists from premier research labs, including HAL and DRDO labs like ADE, ARDE, and DARE, embarked on structured technology tours to map out critical component supply chains. The focus shifted to the live demonstration zones. Private tech firms and aerospace startups produced advanced unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and autonomous systems through their paces, proving structural integrity, sensor response, and flight control capabilities. The afternoon transformed into a hardcore business engine. Dedicated networking lounges hosted closed-door B2B matchmaking sessions, directly linking local MSMEs specializing in niche engineering components with global prime manufacturing contractors.
The most defining element of Day 1 was the prominent partnership with IFIA Bharat, the Indian chapter of the International Federation of Inventors Associations. Led by National Director Anand Kannan, this collaboration placed inventor-led engineering right at the front and center of the main floor. The core message here is all about domestic IP generation. Instead of copying global designs, these startups are utilizing national support networks like the IDEX framework and the high-tier oddity scheme, which offers up to 25 crore rupees in grants to pioneer completely custom, sovereign technology solutions from scratch. If you want to see where the real innovation is happening, you have to look at C4ISR: command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Over in Hall 2, stall C24, defense engineering pioneer Xitadel drew massive crowds by showcasing their deep tech mission-critical defense innovations. Xitadel's display provided a masterclass in next-generation survivability. They unveiled advanced high-fidelity electro-optical and infrared (EORI) simulations, plume signature management systems to optimize stealth profiles for next-gen combat aircraft, and cutting-edge synthetic scene data generation. This software allows defense developers to create massive sets of artificial data to safely train AI and machine learning systems for automated target identification and threat assessment without needing real-world test flights. Beyond the software, Day 1 proved that India's physical subsystem supply chain is maturing at an unbelievable pace. The exhibition floor was tightly packed with specialized suppliers showcasing radio-electronic and optoelectronic equipment, military-grade metrology tools, and rugged components designed to handle electronic warfare. From custom metal forgings for aircraft engine casings to secure, jam-resistant communication infrastructure, the sheer variety of tools and components on display proves that the private sector is now fully capable of anchoring high-tier defense manufacturing. By the time the exhibition floor closed at 6 p.m., Day 1 had delivered a clear verdict. The landscape of national defense has fundamentally evolved. True military dominance is no longer achieved simply by buying large, multi-million-dollar platforms from abroad.
It is won by mastering the underlying software code, the secure quantum communication links, and the specialized subsystems that make those platforms run. Day one at KTPO successfully bridged the gap between raw laboratory research, agile deep tech startups, and the defense procurement officers who need these solutions deployed immediately. Day one set an incredibly high bar for indigenous defense tech, but the expo is just getting started. Tomorrow, the co-located DEF-TECH-Con 2026 conference officially begins, bringing over 20 intense, high-impact technical seminars covering everything from autonomous drone swarms to quantum cyber defense networks. What part of Day one's deep tech reveal surprised you the most? Was it the massive push for inventor-owned IP via IFIA Bharat, or the advanced synthetic data simulations used to train battlefield AI? Drop your insights in the comment section below. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our upcoming comprehensive breakdowns of Day 2 and Day 3. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.